Hello folks, welcome back to Final Fantasy X. We've just cleared out the Cavern of the Stolen Faith, which was the previous episode. And just to clarify, in case you are trying to stay on track with where I am up to, I have collected 10 of each monster in that area. They're all pretty easy to get except the Tombury, which is quite rare. I had a better look at finding it towards the back end of the cavern, so just get on the teleporter thing at the entrance. That will take you to where the greater spawn of Tomburys are, at least in my experience. Just be careful not to go to the save point in the cavern, because as I did demonstrate previously, you will have quite a nasty encounter with Dark Yojimbo. So with that done, we are at the monster arena. Next episode we will be moving on to Mount Gadgersat, which is the next part of the story. But for now, I just want to show you how you can defeat, I think it's Chimerageist is called, the first monster you unlock in the area conquest section of the monster arena. That's the guy there. Basically, you just need to collect one of each monster type from the Calmlands for this, so it will be the first monster you probably unlock. And the party setup you want to defeat this, because it's not an easy guy by any stretch of the imagination. If you go in unprepared, he is going to destroy you, especially at this stage of the game when our stats aren't particularly high. I'm going to be using Tidus, Yuna and Auron here, and I'll explain why I think when we're actually in the battle. Let's go ahead and do that now. I have defeated him once, so I know we can do it. He's got a lot of health at 120,000, far more than any of the bosses we've been facing thus far as part of the story. So just bear that in mind, that it is going to take some amount of dedication to get this guy down. What I do recommend is you equip somebody with the first strike weapon, because otherwise if you do get ambushed, it's probably going to be game over, since he's going to cast Aqua Breath from the get-go. The reason we use Yuna is because she can help the party to negate his elemental spells, which are very, very powerful. And we're going to start off by casting Null Tide, because he does like to use Aqua Breath as his opening move, which does a nasty water attack on the whole party. But if you do get 2 attacks with Yuna before his go, and if you've got a high speed stat, then that should be the case. Well, not like very high, but high-ish for this stage in the game. I recommend Null Blaze as well, because that will protect you from his single target flame. He could open with a physical attack, in which case you're probably going to be resurrecting one of your party members shortly. But chances are it will be his Aqua Breath, at least. That's what I've heard anyway, that's what he normally opens with. Looks like we're going to be getting a third attack with Yuna now that we have cast Haste. So we've done Null Blaze and Null Tide. He can also cast Thunderar and Blizzarar, so it certainly doesn't hurt to get the Null Shock and Null Frost on there as well when you have the opportunity to do so. And okay, he opened with a physical attack, which is somewhat infuriating because that is a rare move for him to open with, in all honesty. So we're going to spend some time here just buffing up Yuna again. We're going to start with a Power Break, just to protect them against his nasty physical attack. And we're going to open once again, now that Yuna is back up, with a Null Tide, because I am expecting that Aqua Breath quite shortly. Did we cast Haste on? I think we did, didn't we? Yep. Okay, Tidus doesn't have Protect, which is annoying, because we are going to want to cast that as well. So let's see what he's got for us now. Okay, he's giving us another shot. That's very nice of him. Okay, so Aqua Breath will be negated now. But it does of course mean that we need to put on a new Null Tide. So we're going to do that at this particular stage. I've not seen him cast Aqua Breath twice in a row, but I do want to account for that eventuality, so I'm going to cheer about 4 or 5 times with Tidus, and then we'll be able to take this guy out, I reckon. Right, so what are we missing now? Just Null Frost, I think, isn't it? Null Blaze, Null Shock, Null Tide. So we'll null frost up here. And, okay, Yuna's still missing one, but I'm going to just risk that, I think. We've done power break, we're going to go for armor break. Yeah, armor break. All important for the physical damage, of course. Now you can use your Aeons to absorb some of the damage that these guys put out as well. And when I say these guys, I mean all these bosses in the monster arena. So let me give you an example of that. We're going to summon Veil 4 into the fray. Veil 4 is going to be pretty useless at helping us damage this dude. But seeing as how the boss is getting the next turn, I thought it'd be a good idea for an Aeon to suffer the blow. And that would have been negated anyway, but at least we don't have to cast Null Blaze again now. You don't have to summon your Aeons, but sometimes I like to take the chance to do so. I think we'll go for one more cheer with Tidus. I do want to heal Yuna up, because once we've protected her and whatnot, then she might be able to survive a physical attack. Probably unlikely, but you never know. Right, let's start doing some quick hits now with Tidus. And we've got the nulls on. We got haste on everybody still? Yes, we have. So let's start with protect. Yuna is probably going to die to physical attack anyway, but you never know. Well, I'm just going to use Tidus' turn to throw a Mega Potion just to get 2000 health back on Yuna. And we will, at this point, I think, throw Protect on Tidus. I'll tell you what, I was going to say, I thought he was going to cast that on Yuna, then I don't think she was protected against Frost. But he didn't, so that's alright. Let's go for some more quick hits. So hopefully you can see the general strategy here. As long as you keep everybody protected by Yuna, then you're going to have a pretty easy ride with this boss, in all honesty. I'm not going to bother with giving Tidus any MP, we'll just use his normal attacks. And we'll throw Protect over on Auron there. Yuna's still missing a null, isn't she? So maybe we should just cast that one onto her, just in case, to be on the safe side. What's she got? Let's have a look. Null Tide, Null Blaze, Null Frost. Okay, so it's Null Shock is the one she requires. So everyone's got Protect, and everyone's got every Null spell. Ah well, I said it probably wouldn't be enough for Yuna, which is somewhat annoying. But I reckon we could probably expect his Aqua Breath on the next turn. So that's probably a good thing to put on Yuna at this point. Null Tide. He is somewhat predictable, this guy. There we go, you see. And I don't think we'll be seeing Aqua Breath for a while, so it's time to just get Null Blaze on, I would say. Protect against that flame. Of course, we're only buffing Yuna up at this point, although to be honest, he's probably going to be killed before his next attack now. So we've had a couple of deaths from Yuna on this attempt, but nothing too drastic, I would say. Is it Null Frost she's missing? Yep, and Null Tide. So we'll get that on as well, just in case. And I think we're laughing now. Right, that's not going to hurt whoever he casts it on. But we will just refresh the blaze. I didn't expect to get another turn, but I guess that's just the way it goes sometimes. May as well just skip Uni's turn now. Yeah, I guess 120,000 health does last a little longer than you expect it to, doesn't it, when you're not used to it. There he goes. So you can repeat that boss as often as you want. The AP reward, you know, isn't fantastic for the effort you put in. But you do get return spheres, as well as dark matter. Return sphere, by the way, obviously useful on the sphere grid, but will also allow you to put first strike on your weapons under customize. And he also drops elemental equipment. So we've got the tri-rod here, which we'll have a look at. But I'll show you the other thing I got for the first time I defeated him. He does drop some semi-useful stuff. I'm guessing the tri-rod is for Una here. So Ice Strike, Water Strike, Fire Strike. Seems a bit strange, to be honest, because an enemy that's weak to Ice Strike is probably not going to be weak to Fire Strike, etc, etc. But at least we can probably craft those now if we need to. Right, so what I did get was an armour for Waka. Elemental Arm Guard. You can see it's got the Eater abilities. So water and ice damage will be completely negated against Waka with that equipped. And you can get that sort of armour for any character with other elements as well. Perhaps even with all three out of the 4 elements. Very, very useful, it's got to be said. So you might want to farm that boss a few times if you can kill him without too many issues. But I think that's all I really wanted to show you today. We've not really got much chance of defeating any of the other area creation enemies in the monster arena at the moment. And there is a leveling trick or an AP generating trick we can do against using when we fight against Don Tombury, but we don't really have the stuff to do that yet, so it's pointless me showing you. But please do check back next time. We are going to be continuing on with the story. Off to Mount Gadgetsat at last. Seems like a long time since we've done anything that we actually needed to do. Even the Cavern of Faith, which we did previously, was optional. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And I'll see you all next time for more Final Fantasy X. Bye for now, folks. See you soon.